Bobby and I are standing in the middle of where Lyndon Row used to be. Lyndon Row came up, made a curve, and changed to Church Street. After urban renewal hit, it was devastation to the community. Big trucks took over the community. They would come up and park in front of the driveways of homeowners, as well as they would come up and park in the middle of the street sometimes. And access to the community was cut off. This is a way to get us to move out, because it was university responsibility to get us to move out once the property acquisitions were made. We had deep ditches that were dug in front of the homes that was occupied. And they were deep to lay all kind of cable and pipes. So when we came home from school, we had to jump over this open ditches to get inside our homes. With that, we had to put up with heavy equipment starting up at 12 o'clock at night and running close to the homes at night. We put up with and we saw homes of people that we had known and loved. Houses was pushed over, not only pushed over, but some of the homes were burned by the fire department. In particular, my home. I saw the paper where the fire department burned my home. So we had to put up with all that. We were terrorized from 62 to 66 when Bobby's last family moved out of this community. We were terrorized. So those are some of the things that we had put up with. And we also were in the Deep South during the period of desegregation. So it was hard to move that many 35 families to relocate in areas where it was only Black could live. So we had that going on as well. So it was a lot of stress with trying to find a place to move. And then we were redlined to public housing. So during that period of time, it was traumatizing to the whole community. Behind me is where Mr. Irving and his wife used to live, Miss Ida. And that was the community hangout for the adults. What they would do every evening, Mr. Irving would put a card table and chairs in the sidewalk. And all the men and women who wanted to play cards would come out and they would play cards every evening. Mr. Irving was a character. He loved to just get up and just talk trash when he was playing cards every day. And when he thought he had a winning hand, he would stand up and he would throw the cards on the table and he would say, "Y'all can't play cards, get up, leave, next, who's next, who's next?" And the other guys around the table would be saying, "Man, sit down and shut up," and so we could finish the game. And eventually he would sit down and he would shut up and they would finish the game. But that was a place for the adults to hang out every evening and play cards. His wife, Miss Ida, had the most beautiful elephant ears in her yard. They were so big and they were just beautiful. It just looked like to me as a child that she put furniture polish on them and polished them every day. That's how green and polished they looked every day. So we had an area in the community where the adults were, and then we usually be at the creek or we would be at the Union playing softball.